Welcome, Pisces, to your January spiritual reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new to my channel, welcome. If you friends like this, please like and subscribe. Okay, friends, let's see what's going on with you. I've already shuffled these cards since there's so many of them. Went ahead and got them out, like usual. Okay, so we have intricacies and industry. Okay, and you have communicate clearly. You have going beyond normal and Pandora's gift. Ooh, nice. Okay, so starting over here with Pandora's gift, this is talking about the all gifted and all giving, right? Sometimes it is through uncomfortable learning that we find our treasure. Pandora reminds us that the process of learning can take us to places that seem like the end of the world, and yet all is not lost. Even now, the light within you is stirring for new revelation, new life, and new adventure. So you could be yearning for some kind of knowledge as well. But just remember, this shift is taking place, and you shall dare to look within your own being and find the light. You are being put on divine notice from the sacred feminine that there is talent and ability within you that needs to be acknowledged. It just feels like you're on your way somewhere. You know you're on your way. Just don't think about bad things happening, right? Just now is the time to surrender or misplaced guilt that you might have brought upon yourself or another, some terrible happening. It is time to let go of shame, base belief, or punishment. Okay, so anything that's holding you back to accept this time, it's time to let it go so that you can continue to grow and continue to get the achievements that you are after. And it says communicate clearly over here, which I think is going to be very important. And this could be communicating clearly with another person, with your higher self, with the universe, however it is. Maybe it's all, but communicating is very important. Okay, so if something needs to be said, just say it, right? Okay, so going straight over here to Pandora's gift. Unlocking treasures within yourself. That's pretty much what it is. And especially over here with this intricacies and industry. When this card over here is really talking about moving places. It's time to move. It's time to build. It's time. The time is now. It's got a lot of wonderful things coming up for you. Yeah. Take the risk. Take the risk. The Fool says, take the risk. The time for change is now. If you've been wanting to leap off this mountain and maybe there was some fear that you couldn't get there from this Pandora's gift, really open yourself up to say, you know what, I've been holding myself back from this, and I know that I can get there. I just have to take the risk. No fear involved. So any fear you've been holding on to, let it go. Fly off that mountain. Your time is now. Ooh, could be dealing with a Capricorn. Got a Queen of Pentacles. Maybe some of you want to take the risk with this Capricorn. If it's not a Capricorn, it could be another earth sign, Taurus, Virgo. If not, they're just taking on this very nurturing energy. It just feels like you want to take this risk with this person. If it's not another person, it's just you needing to be this Queen of Pentacles, Pisces. You need to nurture yourself. Nurture the idea of this risk. Okay. Much prosperity in this reading. I mean, lots of prosperity in this reading. And it's almost like you're holding yourself back with some kind of thinking or holding on to something that's holding you back. Yep, got the devil. Yeah, you've changed yourself to the idea that I cannot do this and I cannot do that. Holding yourself back from past issues, not letting go of the past. walk away with the Eight of Cups, knowing that there is self-growth, success, things of this nature are waiting for you. That's really what it is. They're waiting for you. It's almost like the universe is waiting for you to become this fool. It's waiting for you to make the next leap. It's waiting for you to get rid of this devil energy, so that you can do what you're meant to do. That's really what it feels like. You've been holding back too long. Going beyond the normal. See, I just like, yeah, you need to go beyond what you feel is comfortable. You have ideas and goals and things that you want, but you will, for many of you, you allow this energy to to hold you back. And it also could be that maybe you're using the devil as logical thinking. It's illogical for me to do something like that. Really? Is it though? Is it really? Let me think about that one for a second. I don't think so. Okay, so if you're using too much logic in the situation, you could keep telling yourself it's illogical to do this. You need to trust your inner self. It's kind of interesting because it almost feels like you have this inner desire that you want to go through, and your soul knows what you want, and your intuition tells you this is what this is and that is, but then you go and you logically think about the situation and you say, that is ridiculous, that's illogical, I could never do that. You just change yourself down, my friends, to a rock. Rocks don't move. Last time I remember, mountains don't move, right? So you just change yourself down to a mountain. You need to trust in yourself and be a little more daring, and that's what the Fool is saying. This major arcana right here is probably, besides this devil here, is the most important piece of this whole reading. And I think, yeah, I'm going to say it too, and this one is too, because this is where you're supposed to be going, and this is what's holding you back. So that you could see as this is your movement, this is your block. It says you are currently approaching such a choice point. You could say that the choice is about balance. It is less about choosing to honor either art or science, gardening or architecture, which is kind of interesting, there's architecture over there, and more about integrating all approaches so that you enhance rather than hinder your life journey. And that's exactly what this is. Like I said, it is like you have chained yourself to a mountain. It says you may have pressures around you from the world or from your own conditioned nature to do things according to the rules, to the deadline or accepted mainstream view that you need as well thought out plan for success in a commercial venture. However, sometimes the best plan is to do what feels intuitively truthful in the moment and trust that you are being guided towards your own growth. We just said that, and this card just said the same exact thing. That, hey, what I say, it's like you're intuitively saying, and your heart says, right, I should take this risk. I know this is where my heart wants to go. Logically, it seems illogical. I cannot do that. So, nurturing the situation, or you're trying to go to this person. Is it illogical to go to this person? Or do you just need to nurture the situation? For some of you, there is this person here. And for some of you, it's just yourself. Nurture yourself no matter what. Nurture your heart. Do the things your heart wants you to do. Not what the old devil over here tells you. Walking away from things that hold you down. Why would you not take the risk? Now, it depends on what the risk is though, right? But obviously this isn't one of those readings. This isn't the reading where it's like, I want you to go risk your life. No, I don't want you to do that. That's, if you're thinking of something like that, where this is not it, okay? If it's something dangerous, this is not it, okay? This is literally taking a risk for something that is improving your life. Okay, I don't want you to go outrun the train, okay? I'm not talking about that kind of stuff, right? Okay, so with the industry over here, yes, it's telling you what? Now is the perfect timing. It is time for you to have greatness. This card shows that you're on your way to greatness, but it requires attending to even the tiniest of things, right? So there are particular things that have to be done in order to do this, of course. Be diligent with the specifics in the strategy and pay considerable attention to detail and follow through. Okay, while you may have a long-term goal in mind, the small steps are what's important now. Even the most magnificent cathedrals were built stone by stone, day by day. It only is the smallest great things that help you achieve them. But that's what it is, right? You're going to have to take this leap, this leap of faith. Of course, it's going to take little steps here and there. So, going beyond the normal. Yes, go after things that you love. Think of the things that you love. Offer yourself the steps to the achievements that you want. Yes, it will open clarity. As soon as you give yourself this offering and you start actually sitting down really thinking about how to nurture the situation and build it step by step, it's going to give you this imaginable clarity. And it's also, this is to communicate clearly as well, right? But your clarity of the whole situation is going to become different, I think, from it ever was before. Because what you could have imagined it was once before, where you kept denying it, you're going to see that it wasn't just, oh, I don't know, I don't think that could ever happen, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden, all those negatives turn into clear thoughts. And you're going to start seeing it growing and growing and noticing, you know what, it wasn't that big of a risk at all. See, that's really what the point is maybe it's not really even that big of a risk. Maybe you think it's that big of a risk, but maybe in the end, you're going to realize with the clarity card, it wasn't that big of a deal. Especially when it starts all coming together. Yeah. And if you are trying to get with a loved one, someone that you do love, and you are hesitant to come towards this person because you feel that maybe they this and they that, and they don't really like me, or they don't communicate with me this much. However it is, you're going to notice and have the clarity of knowing that this person does think the same way you do. You just have to take the risk and communicate clearly. So take it how it resonates. It could be with a person, with a job. I think for a lot of you, this is a risk with some kind of job, some kind of big step. But I think you're going to realize that it was no different from Rome, kind of like build it within a day in its own ways, right? Okay, so let's get a last card over here. Those of you who are going after somebody who you're not sure if they really want you the way you want them or however it is, you're just going to have to take the step to know. Yeah. It's going to come in really fast. As soon as you take this risk, everything's going to start up really quick. It's going to be a lot faster. So some of you, it is new love. Maybe it's because you haven't had love in a long time. Maybe you're holding your heart back because you're chained to this idea that nobody could nurture me or love me. However it is, everybody has their own thing. But this Queen of Cups over here is really going to show you how they do love and adore you. And it's going to open up this communication where you thought you guys could maybe never communicate the way you wanted to communicate. For others of you, if it's building this business or writing this book or whatever it is for you, my friends, you're going to find that your intuitiveness, no matter what, is open. And you are getting things that you needed done a lot quicker than the old devil told you, right? Your old logical thinking over here, or fear-based thinking told you. And so everything just starts kind of meshing together really fast. Okay, so even though it's only stone by stone, it's definitely coming together really beautiful. Okay, so it is time for you to shine, and it is time for you to take risks and maybe places that you were hesitant to do so. Okay, and that was it for you, my friends. And until next time, peace and love. Bye-bye.